Welcome, denizens of the internet, to Random Brain Farts, tech news that's banned not just in China, but Micronesia also, and Macronesia, the slightly larger country. People are attacking China for being a big bully, but back in the 60s, American warships would train their giant guns on South American countries that dared to demand fair wages for their banana farmers against their American plantation owners. This was called gunboat diplomacy. And now China is training its burgeoning economic guns towards the United States and once proud, mighty industries that for decades enjoyed threatening others are now spreading their legs at the prospect of selling to China's exploding consumers. The NBA has caved, as has Disney, Marvel, Blizzard Games, and even Apple. The lure of cheap labor, plastic, steel, computer components, and Furbies is just too great for the United States, a country built on entrepreneurism, tailgate parties, and destroying. I guess what goes around comes around. Sounds like the title of a good song. It wasn't long ago that Canada was sending $60 million a year in relief aid to the impoverished country of China. Now, if China could just send back some of that to us, we could really use it. A quick note about macOS's bloody mess they call Catalina. They are working on Beta 2. Apparently, the big news is Apple's $2 billion Memoji Research Center has thankfully, oh my God, thank you, added support for dozens of new emoji characters. Yeah. Orangutan, sloth, otter, skunk, and flamingo, while new food items include garlic, onion, waffle, falafel, butter, oyster, and ice cube. Love ice cubes. The Mac has come a long way when all they had was moof. And where the hell is the moof emoji? What is Apple's $2 billion Memoji Research Center doing not pushing for a moof emoji? Time to start a write-in campaign, everyone. I tested the latest Final Cut Pro 10, 10.4.6, with its completely new support for Metal. It's been rewritten. Let me tell you that it flies. I don't have to pre-render anything. Now scrubbing through very complex footage with effects applied are all in real time. I have the Radeon 7 card. It's been discontinued, but it's basically the same card Apple will be using in its Mac Pros whenever they come out. Adobe is going full speed ahead with their full iPadOS version of Photoshop, to be followed by the full version of Illustrator. Is this the harbinger of the ARM-powered Mac? I mean, the installed base of the iPad is, substantial, but the effort only really makes sense if Apple has committed ARM to the Mac. Personally, I don't care. I gave up on Adobe when they switched to ransomware. They still have one of my testicles, but I'm not using either of them anymore, so I don't care. Apple's long-rumored 16-inch MacBook Pro is rumored to be arriving sometime at the end of October. It will feature a bezel-less screen and a return to scissor switches in their keyboards. Is this the end of the much-maligned butterfly keyboard? Probably. If the 16-inch is about the same size as the existing 15-inch, then the 16 will obviously replace that, and then we just have to wait for the updated 13-inch that doesn't suck. Another rumor has it that the 16-inch will no longer use the wretched touch bar. Thanks, Tim, for once again, and I quote, not releasing products until they provide the best experience for users. So far, the only evidence of the impending 16-inch MacBook Pro is the new MacBook Pro system icon, but it's only about a half-inch in size, which would indicate a new half-inch MacBook Pro and not a 16-inch MacBook Pro. What kind of game is Apple playing? This kind of analysis is only available on Random Brain Farts Tech News, because I think about stuff. Best Buy apparently has come out with a competitor to Amazon's free next-day shipping. It's called Come into the fucking store and buy the fucking thing. Best Buy spokesperson described how it works. You come into the store, find the product you want and buy it, you can have it immediately and you just take it to your car and drive home. Analysts are hailing this as an incredible innovation that could disrupt Amazon's growth. That's it for this edition of Random Brain Farts Tech News. What is it, Wancho? Oh, you're afraid of the Best Buy salespeople with their blue shirts. Well, I'm not afraid of them. I'm afraid of Costco. I went in there to get a large screen TV, and I left with a 12-pack of 60-inch Samsungs. Till next week, denizens. So long.